Obviously, there is a wrestling match going on, so I'm genuinely so sorry about that. Anyways, let's get into the actual point of the video. I don't quite know what I'm going to title this video as yet, but I have a couple ideas. But basically, I'm just going to try to read as much as I can between now and tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Not quite a full 24-hour readathon, just because I have to work tomorrow, I have to sleep tonight. And I know that if I try to do a full-on readathon, my brain is not going to be flexible enough to let me take breaks to do those things. And I can't extend a readathon out to the weekend because I'm going to the beach and then we have stuff going on Sunday. So it is going to be what it's going to be. We're going to do as much reading as I can. There are 2 books that I need to finish, and then there's a couple books that I just would like to read. The first 2 that I need to get done because they're for publishers. The first one is the CFO Enemy, I think it's called. I have it on my Kindle. I don't have the physical copy of it, so I'll put a picture somewhere. Fun fact, the author has the same name as me. It's Jolie Day. It's not me. I didn't publish a book. She published it, and I'm currently reading it. I think I'm almost 30% of the way through it, but I'm flying through it because it's a super short book. So that one's going to be one of the first ones that I read, and then the next one that I will be also reading soon, hopefully starting it tonight or continuing it tonight, is A Very Un-Shakespeare Romance by Ava Miles. Again, this one was sent to me. I need to read it for the publisher and everything like that. And I think I'm 20% of the way through this one. So my goal is to finish the CFO Enemy tonight and then continue this. And then tomorrow, I have a couple of options. I wanted to read another thriller, but I just didn't want it to be a Frida McFadden thriller. And then I remember that I had No Exit by Taylor Adams, which if you don't know, I didn't talk about it on my YouTube, but I talked about it on my TikTok. I read The Last Word by Taylor Adams, and it genuinely scarred me. And so I wanted to give No Exit a try because everybody that I had heard that had talked about it said that they really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping that I didn't know it was a movie on Hulu. Okay, now after I read this, I'm gonna have to watch the movie, so maybe I'll include that in this. And then I also have A Stark Turn Left into Romance, Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. I'm reading This Summer Will Be Different for another video, so I wanted to include this one and this one, so that way I've caught up on Carly Fortune, hopefully by the end of the week. And then the last one I have is Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is kind of more like a if I get to it type deal. But these plus the CFO Enemy are the ones that I really want to read. I do want to read Killer Instinct because I love the first book in the Natural series, but I'm more interested in these right now. But I wanted to give myself a good amount of options. I don't think I'm going to finish. I'm obviously not going to finish all 4 of these in the next 24-ish hours. But a girl can dream, a girl can hope. I at least have to finish 2. So I think I could finish 3 in that time. Possibly, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But it is 7:30 at night at the moment, and I have to get up at 6 a.m. for work tomorrow, and I only have work for 2 hours, so it won't be terrible. I don't have any of these on audiobook though. Oh, but I forgot, so many audiobooks are on sale right now. I fear I must. Apparently Audible's having a really big sale right now on a lot of their audiobooks, so they're really cheap. Anyways, so the first book that I'm going to be starting with is The CFO Enemy, which is on my Kindle. Let me go get that real quick. Okay, so it turns out I'm literally the biggest liar. It's the CEO Enemy, not the CFO Enemy. I might be a little dumb. I never claimed to be smart though, to be fair. I need to stop talking like that. Anyways, okay, so for the CEO Enemy, I'm on chapter 10, which is page 84 out of 306 pages. So far, the book is about a girl, what's her name? So Jess is a 50% owner of this hotel, right? She's good friends with the other guy who owns the other 50% of said hotel. Well, without telling her, the co-owner of the hotel with her sells his shares of it, or sells his 50% or whatever. It ends up being the guy that she had a one-night stand with, who ends up is the one that buys the hotel. And his goal, without having known who it was, to buy her 50% so that his family owns her hotel. You follow me? You follow me? And so as soon as they found out, it was this big whole thing, oh my gosh, you liked me, you knew who I was, and you were trying to
squeeze me out in some way.
Like, they're both thinking it. I do have to say, this book yesterday was kind of giving me a fine print vibe, if that makes sense, just because of how their like interactions have gone so far, because he's like super freaking grumpy and she is very much a sunshiny gal. And so it definitely, like, it was kind of giving me like reminiscent vibes of the fine print, because like they're working together and technically she's not working for him in this one, like it was in the fine print, but it's very much giving the same kind of things. So I'm enjoying it because I did like the fine print. I really enjoyed the fine print. So it's not a bad thing at all that that's what it's reminding me of. I've been talking for a long time. Anyways, I'm going to continue this now. We'll probably finish it. I don't know if I'll give you update. I don't know if I'll actually like update in between. Maybe, we'll see. I don't know. It is 6 a.m. in the morning right now. I have to leave for work at 7. I'm there until 8 to 10, and then I'll be back home for the day and for the night. But I did want to give a little bit of a reading update because I did not do what I said I was going to do last night. Go figure. I wanted to finish the CEO anime, but then I realized that I didn't need to have it read by Tuesday. I thought I did. So I just like, I'm putting it off. Not that it's bad or anything like that. It's just like, if I have to do something, I automatically don't want to do it. That sounds so bad, but it's like really true. I really did not want to do it. Yeah, so what I ended up doing instead is I ended up getting the Savage Kings, I think, I had it on my TikTok, not on my TikTok, I had it on my Kindle already, and I just decided I was going to start reading it. It kind of reminds me of Sons of Anarchy. I've never seen that show, but it reminds me of what I think that show is. I don't know if that makes any kind of sense. Anyways, yeah, so whenever I come home from work today, I have to clean this apartment. I need to clean the floors, vacuum everything, and I'll probably listen to an audiobook, one of the audiobooks that I got yesterday, which I think I am going to get the No Exit audiobook today because I'm really wanting to read it. So I might start with that while I clean stuff, and then I'll sit down to actually do my reading for the day. We were gonna go out tonight, but I don't think I want to do that anymore because I would like to try to stay up as late as I can to read tonight. So I think we might extend this video to like later on and do like an actual little like mini readathon, if that makes sense. I want to get 4 books read. That sounds crazy to say. Technically, did I say 5? Technically, I want to read 5. No, okay, I want to read 4, start a 5th. Yeah, so I have my work cut out for me. I might start the No Exit audiobook on my way to work. I don't know, no, actually, I listen to my worship music on the way to work. I'll start my No Exit audiobook on the way home from work. Okay, I'm gonna go do that. I need to go get ready. Literally have to leave here in like 40 minutes. Okay, hello. It is a lot later now. It's like almost 1 o'clock, I think. I'm sitting you here because the lighting's better. Anyways, hi guys, hello. It is now, like I said, 12:16 p.m. I just got home and got showered and like set up like after work for the day. Have my pimple patches on, I'm ready to go. I said this morning that instead of finishing the book that I said I was going to finish yesterday, I instead decided that I was going to como se dice, pick up another book. I still don't know what the book is called. I think it was called Savage Kings. And I said this morning it was like the Sons of Anarchy kind of type deal. Now I have things that I need to get done today. So I need to clean my apartment so badly because my dogs have decided that they are going to dismantle the 2 toys that I let them have. Because if I let them have all of their toys out at once, it would be a literal chaotic mess in here. Anyways, they've destroyed those 2. So I need to clean up all the fuzz everywhere. I need to vacuum in general, wanting to wipe off all the counters and all that stuff. And I need to go clean my bathroom, do laundry. Like, I just need to overall clean. While I'm doing that, I'm going to listen to an audiobook. And I know I said this morning, I really wanted to start No Exit by Taylor Adams. And I think that is the one that I'm going to do. I have Meet Me at the Lake loaded on there, but I'm just not feeling a romance right now. Like, I really want to be scared. And I don't necessarily think No Exit is actually going to like scare me, but it's worth a shot, right? And it's literally $2.80 for the whole audiobook on Audible right now because they're having like a big sale or whatever. So best believe I just bought it. Anyways, I have no idea what it's about. I think, if I'm not mistaken, a girl gets snowed into like a rest stop or whatever. Like she's traveling for some reason. She gets snowed into this rest stop and she sees like this woman or somebody like in a van, and she assumes that they've gotten like kidnapped or something like that. This is literally being pulled out of nowhere. So if I'm wrong, don't even listen to me. You know what? You probably shouldn't listen to me anyways. Okay? I just sometimes am not a reliable source. And that's just what it is. Anyways, the audiobook is 9 hours and 44 minutes long. I have my AirPods as always. Yeah, I'm literally just gonna clean probably for like the next hour, 2 hours maybe. Hydrate or dihydrate. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, let's start No Exit by Taylor Adams. Do y'all, okay, I don't know if this is just like a me thing, but when you start an audiobook from like the very, very beginning, not like chapter 1, and you have it on like a fast pace, like mine's on 2 times speed, I'll probably bump it up a little bit, but there's normally like music that they play at the beginning. It literally just sounded like a xylophone was going off. She said, pop off queen. Anyways, okay. This is so ominous. Okay, hold on, pause. We're not more than a page in. Wait, why is this not in the book? Is this not the same book? Do I need to get a different copy? These don't match, okay, because there is a prologue that I just listened to. First of all, it's set in Colorado. Not that I live in Colorado, but like, I've been there a lot. It's one of my favorite places to like go and visit. Discovery, number 1. And number 2, I genuinely hate when books don't match the audiobooks because I like to listen and read. Oh no, I have to buy another copy of the book. Ugh, it's so heartbreaking. I have to go book shopping. I'm so sick of myself. Okay, let's do a little reading update because I'm now almost 50 pages into No Exit. I'm on page 49. And here's the thing. Okay, so I think I already have the person that's like who's responsible for this. I think I know who it is. Here's the thing about this book. I was right in my like kind of premise. This girl, she is in Colorado in the mountains and she's driving and she gets stranded because she's basically like on E. She does not have enough gas. Her phone battery's almost dead and her car was not going to make it like where it needed to go. And so she's stuck at this rest stop until morning basically. And there's four other people that are stuck at the rest stop too. And she's walking inside of the rest stop and she sees this van and she sees a child's hand come up like at the back of the van. You like one of those like stalker vans or whatever. And so she is trying to figure out who owns the van, because then obviously if she finds out who owns the van, then she knows like who is the potential child napper. Like, okay, so our main character is set that it's this one person, and I feel, if I'm right, and I'm hoping that I'm not, fingers crossed that I'm not, the person that I'm thinking it is, it's not the person that she thinks that it is. So I'm thinking that she's gonna get bamboozled. I'm hoping that that's not the case, and that like it's obviously like not that obvious. I'm really hoping. We have this much of the book left. Like, I've only read 49 pages of it, so I'm hoping I'm wrong. I don't know if I am, though. I'm gonna be kind of upset if I guessed it within 50 pages. But I mean, also, like, go me if that's the case. You know what I mean? Okay, so it is quite a bit later now, and I have finished, like, cleaning and everything. We went and ran some errands. I got a little chair from my parents' house because they're giving us their old couch whenever they get a new one, because they just moved too. And this was like the seat from that couch, and it is now my reading chair until I can get one. But I have 2 hours left of No Exit by Taylor Adams, so I think I'm just going to finish this, and then I'll finish A Very Un-Shakespeare Romance tonight. But I do want to try to pull an all-nighter, so we're gonna see how all that goes. I have plenty of coffee and Alani's in there. As far as No Exit's going, I'm enjoying it so far. Actually, I'm farther along than this says. Let's find my spot in it. Okay, so I'm around like 100 pages into it right now, and I'm enjoying it. It really, okay, just like any thriller you would read, it really depends on the like plot twist. The plot twist is going to determine how I feel about this book, because right now I'm feeling 50-50. This could either be like a really high 4-star read, or it could be like a 2-star read. Or what happens in the next, like, I want to say 100 pages will definitely determine how I'm liking this book. But it's starting to pick up now. We're starting to get more into the conflict, interacting with the bad person in the story more. I still think what I thought before, I still think that that's a possibility, but like not in the way that I originally thought it. Yeah, okay, I've read like, I want to say 20 pages, something like that, a little less than that, and exactly what I thought was gonna happen happened. So I mean, like, pat on the back for me, I guessed it. Yeah, but it was kind of predictable. There is a way that it'll still work out, so I'm just hoping that like that is the avenue that Taylor Adams takes. I will say though, Taylor Adams has I had very visceral heart palpitations while trying to read The Last Word by Taylor Adams. That literally just like shook me to my core. This one isn't like as bad yet, but we also haven't had any like high adrenaline scenes yet like we did with The Last Word. And I will say, like, I recall whenever I was reading that, it took quite a bit of build up to get to like the last 50 pages, which is like obviously in any thriller like the biggest part of the story. But this has kind of been like an even or a steady incline in action, which I'm kind of enjoying. But I guess the first plot twist, so I'm excited for the second. I'm hoping that there's a second one. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, little update. It is now, what, 8:30? 8:15. And I have less, like, I want to say like 80 pages left of the book. And I'm enjoying it so far, although I have kind of like checked out a little bit mentally, I feel like. Just because like virtually everything that I thought was going to happen ended up happening. And it's not a bad thing, because they were good twists, but just because I guessed them, I guess I'm getting kind of bored. Yeah, it's not quite hitting the same for me. Honestly, I just got the Ever King on Audible, because it was like $3 on Audible. I think I need a very big like genre switch, so I might start the Ever King tonight. I might do Wretched, because everybody was saying that that was their favorite one of the series. Hold on, let me pull out these 2 books that I'm talking about. I'm asking you like you can actually answer me. It'd be so nice if y'all could answer me though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Is Wretched the third? Let's go on Goodreads, because I have a brain. Yeah, okay, so Wretched is the 3rd book in the Never After series. So I have both of these loaded up on my Kindle. My girl Miranda, who is probably off reading, I think is her @ on TikTok. She was talking about this book like hella, and so I've been wanting to give it a try, so I might start this tonight. I also, like I said, I have Wretched here. The only thing about this is I read Hooked. Hooked was like a 3 out of 5 stars for me. Scarred was like a 1. I probably would rate it 0 if I could. Oh, okay, I actually think I might enjoy this one more because I didn't like Scarred because it was like fantasy. I can't remember what like retelling it was supposed to be, but I really did not enjoy it because it was more fantasy and just felt so freakishly boring. This one is about an undercover DEA agent, and the FMC is supposed to be like really cool. So I might actually start this one next just to give me a little change of pace, a little change of rhythm. Because I think I'm just kind of like romance booked out, to be so honest with you. Like I can't remember the last time I read a fantasy book. It's been a hot minute. But Tyler is getting ready to take me to get some canes because I'm feeling hungry, but I have this much. I'm gonna come back after I eat, finish that, and then we'll probably start Wretched, I think. I think that's gonna be the next one that I start. All right, we are back. I have finished my canes. Funny story, ordered a 3-piece combo. They gave me 5 pieces. So you could literally say I'm friggin' the goat. Opening up the first Alani of the night. Fun fact, really sad fact, I don't think these actually help keep me up at night. The world building is really good because I can like see it fully, like it's a movie playing out in front of me. However, the only like rough part is I've gotten to a point where I'm not enjoying it. Hurt like a butt cheek on a stick.
Oh my god, bro, you hit that log and it bounces you off.
Crazy.
Shot.
It's 10:15 p.m. I have just finished No Exit by Taylor Adams. I liked the ending more than I thought I was going to. It definitely ended kind of like on the note that I was expecting it to end on, so it wasn't like crazy or anything. It felt like it did what it needed to do for the storyline that we had. It wasn't like anything crazy by any means, but it also wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. This will definitely change by the end of the video, but I'm thinking probably like 3.75 stars, if that makes sense. The only reason why it's not getting a full 4 stars is because there was a good like section in the middle of the book where I was just kind of bored, and that very much like could just be me. That could just be a me thing. So I have no idea, but I'm getting ready to start Wretched. I'm gonna go potty first. I kind of want to read on my Kindle for a little bit. Hello, it is the next day. I took a clip last night. Why are you talking like that? I took a clip last night because I have since finished and started another book. I finished Wretched. I think I ended up rating this on my Goodreads a 3 stars. I'm gonna give it a 3.75, okay? I don't hate it nearly as much as I hated Scarred. Scarred literally was so freaking irritating to me. I enjoyed this in that people were telling me that this was like the Mind F series, and I can get behind that categorization. However, this felt like the Mind F series if Lana was genuinely unhinged. Like, Lana's unhinged, but she had reasons to be. This, like, she's just genuinely like a psychopath. And not that it's a bad thing. But in my opinion, she is far worse than Lana in terms of just her reason for doing things is not quite as, it's not the same as Lana, if that makes sense. Again, there wasn't nearly as much spice as I thought there was going to be in this one, so that's good because I didn't have to skip as much of the book as I thought I was going to have to. But yeah, so we finished with that one last night. That's my review. It just like I love Emily McIntyre's writing. It just like, it goes by so quickly. Like, I literally read, I want to say 70% of that book on the way to and from the beach yesterday, and I finished it. So like, super easy to get through. Then after that, I went last night and I finished Twisted Games by Anna Huang because I was like, I think 20% into it whenever I sat down to read it last night. And my official opinion, let me start this off by saying, if you don't know anything about me or like you don't follow me on TikTok or anything like that, I hated Twisted Love with a burning passion. and I disliked King of Pride. I liked King of Pride whenever I was reading it the first time, and then as time has gone on and just like thinking about those characters, I've liked it less and less. And so this was my last effort at an Anna Huang book, just to see like if I could continue reading her books. And I ended up rating this one a 4 stars. I'm kind of oscillating between like a 3.75 and a 4 stars, but on Goodreads I rounded up to a 4. The only like my only issue with this is that it felt longer than it needed to be. So like Twisted Love was pretty thin, like that was not a very thick book. I read it in one sitting. This one is over 400 pages, and I feel like, to me, if this book was like 60 to 70 pages shorter, I think I would have liked it a lot more, because it just felt like so many scenes dragged on, so many like plot points dragged on, and it just was not it was not hitting. It simply did not hit. If you don't know what it's about, it follows this girl named Bridget, who is the princess of Eldora, I think is what you call it. She's the princess, and she ends up like being next in line for the throne, but there's like this whole thing with her having to marry a noble blood bodyguard romance where she falls in love with her bodyguard, her security detail, and she's not allowed to marry him if she is going to be the queen of Eldora. And so it's like it's this whole thing. The issues that she was having with her family and parliament and just all of this stuff, it just felt funny to me. Like there was nothing serious about it, if that makes sense. I did highlight some stuff, I will say, but we're not going to get into what I highlighted. Anyways, it is Father's Day, so me and my brother are going to go look for a gift for my father while he is on the golf course. And then I'm going to come back and finish one by one, and then finish reading A Very Un-Shakespeare Romance. So, let's get her gone.